Hi, my name is Edward Nix, and I'm an aficionado of the didgeridoo, or they also call it yidaki. I'm trying to learn how to play the didgeridoo and practice every day. But I'm also very much interested in making my own didgeridoos. And I've put out a lengthy video on how to make a wooden didgeridoo before. That's on the internet on my channel. And now I'm trying to show you how to make a didgeridoo from agave. So I harvested this agave flower stalk from my neighbor across the street, and I explained to her what I like to do with it, and she says, "Go ahead and take it," you know. So it was done blooming, so I cut it off, and I had it drying for about a year, and I prepared it right now. I used this carpet knife that you use to cut carpets with to get most of the where the leaves used to be attached, get that off, and then followed it up with some rough sandpaper sponge, real flexible, and then some fine. So I made some lines here where I'm going to hollow it out, and that's the center. And then this line is where I will split this agave didgeridoo lengthwise. And the way you do it, I put a knife, as you can see, on the other end, and I put it in my jig like this. I don't know if you can see it, so that the knife is straight up and down. And then I made this other line here straight up and down, and then from there I'm going to make a line as, in the middle of the didgeridoo throughout the length of the didgeridoo. Now the problem is, how do you know what the middle is? So I try to experiment with different methods, and I'm using this this tool here, where I don't know what you call this, but it takes the shape of any thing you press it on, and you press it through, as you can see here, and you hold the knife at the end straight up and down, and then push this in and hold this horizontal. So the knife is vertical up and down, and this is horizontal, and then where it touches here, where the end of the top of it, that's the middle. That's the way I do it. And so the idea is to make this line through the middle all the way to the end, and once I make that line, I'll take it to my bandsaw and start out here at the bell side, and I'm at the other side where the knife is up and vertically up and down, and I start making my cut right here, and while holding the knife perfectly vertical up and down, I'll follow this line that I made lengthwise with my bandsaw, and If I do that, then you will wind up with both halves almost the same. Because if you don't do that and you follow this line and you don't have a vertical reference, then the didgeridoo will turn while you're cutting it and you come up with a terrible cut. I know this from experience. I've done it before, and you'll wind up with one side flatter than the other half, and that's not good. So if you do it this way, then you will wind up with a successful cut. Okay, till my next video here.